everyone, this tutorial is going to cover the WYSIWYG bar, or the, as written out here, what you see is what you get. And essentially this is an enhanced version of the rich content editor that you can find in multiple areas of your Canvas course. So we're looking at one here now in my on my Pages page, which is in my sandbox. But you can find this rich content editor in a variety of areas in your Canvas course. It appears when you want to create and customize a page, an announcement, an assignment, a discussion, a quiz, etc. So it essentially refers to this area at the top where you will add content to your page or assignment. And it contains a few different parts. It contains the menu bar here at the top, which has different commands from within these drop-down options. It contains the toolbar here, which is a list of icons with commands for editing and creating content here. And then this content editor area where you can either type in instructions and customize them using the menu bar and toolbar above it. And then beneath that, you have a few different areas, or a few different commands. You have your keyboard shortcuts, you have your accessibility checker, which we'll talk about in a moment, the word count, HTML editor. If you know HTML, you can switch to HTML to make your edits or create your content, and then toggle to full screen so that you can see your page in a full screen view, and then we'll show you how to click out of it. So there are quite a few features, ways you can edit and customize your page or your content to make it visually interesting, and I'll show you some of them here. Not all of them, because this gets pretty advanced, but the ones that you're likely to use most often. So I'm going to remove that text, and we'll go about just building some content using the toolbar here and showing you essentially, again, what you see is what you get. As we build the page, we'll be able to see what it will look like once we save it and publish it to our course. So say we're creating an announcement or a welcome page to our course that we'll add to our module. So we might want to type in welcome to the course here. Now we can make a number of edits to this text here. We can turn it into a header. So this defines a section of the page, and it is an introduction, so we would want to make it a header. We can either make it bold, we can italicize it, or underline it using these features. So I'm going to keep it underlined, but I'm going to turn off the italics. Actually, I'm going to remove the underline and just keep the bold here. We can adjust the font size on the left here, or we can adjust the font itself by going into Format from the menu bar and going down to Font, and then selecting a font that we prefer. So I'm going to change it to, let's see, I'll change it to Helvetica here. Then we can change our text color. We can change it to, say we want a pretty spring color, we'll change it to green. Click out of it, we can see that it says welcome to the course in green, and we can even provide a background for the text here. Say we want a background that is blue. We see that here, but yikes, there's not a lot of contrast here, and this may be inaccessible for those who are low-sighted or who cannot detect color. So we'll show you how to correct that shortly. We'll just leave that there for now, even though it doesn't look pretty. So say we have a welcome header, and then we want to add a dividing line. So we might insert a horizontal line here to divide this header from the remaining parts of our content. Say we want to add an introductory welcome video and an image. So we'll say add a course image. Oops, sorry, upload an image, but we want to find an image that says something like welcome. So I'm going to click on a welcome image that I like. I'm going to go down. I'll add some alt text to describe the image for low-sighted individuals. Say welcome mat. I'll make sure that it says a green welcome mat. And then I will embed the image on my page. Oops, it's very big. So I'm going to go down here into my full screen view. We don't have to do it here, but it makes it easier. And I am going to drag that to make it smaller here. So I have a welcome to the course, a welcome image, and then I also want to include a video welcoming students to the course. So that's another type of content you can add. You can not only adjust format, color, the design of your page, but you can also add media content, and you can do so directly from within your content area using this toolbar here. So I want to upload or record media. So I'm going to click on this play and musical note icon, upload record media, and click on record. And it's going to automatically show my webcam. Hi, everybody. And I'm going to start a recording right here from within my content editor. I'll say, it'll show a countdown. And I'll say, hi, everyone. Welcome to this Canvas tutorial. And then I'll click on finish when I'm done and save. And it will automatically add my embedded video to the page. Give it a moment here because it's taking some time to add that. So there you see it here embedded into my page. You know, we'll want to play with the design quite a bit to make it more visually interesting and clean up the design, but that's how you would add that here. Say I want to add a table or actually maybe I want to add a task. So maybe I want to say this week's assignments, right? And I want to link directly to assignments that students need to complete this week. So I can do that by adding a link from within the course by clicking on this link icon here up in the toolbar. Oops, clicking from the arrow next to it and clicking on course link. So say I want students to complete a number of assignments that are already in my course, I can link directly to them here by clicking on this add a course link, and I want them to complete a discussion. So I will click on that, and as you can see, it's already automatically added a Canvas discussion as a hyperlink to this week's assignments. If I want them to watch a video, I can embed a video directly into this page, and I would do so by clicking on this little cloud icon and embed. Let's see if I still have my embed code. I do. So say I have an embed code. I want to add a YouTube video here. I would add it, paste it right into this text box, and it will automatically embed the video onto my page. There are a number of other things you can do. You can add a table by clicking on this little table icon in your toolbar. Say I want to add a row as a divider. So I could put next week and make that a divider or a preview of next week's content. I can give that a background color by clicking on table up here in the menu bar and going into table properties, going into advanced, and going into background color. I can pick something like this yellow here and save, and it will give me a background color. I can center it by clicking on this part of the toolbar, And I can even make it a header here by going back to my header styles and clicking here and bolding it. So there's lots of different things you can do, and then you can continue to customize the page. But essentially what this WYSIWYG editor means is that once you've added all this content, this is exactly how it will appear on your page once you've saved and published it to your course. So we're going to get out of this full screen view by going up to View in your menu bar and clicking on full screen. You can also do this by HTML editor, customize your page if you know HTML, but that's too complicated for these purposes. So we'll get out of full screen and you'll see this page in process, or if you're ready to publish it, here. Those are the basic functionality of this toolbar. There's lots of other things you can do with it. You can add superscripts, subscripts, you can add attachments, you can add Canvas Studio links. You can clear the formatting if you're having issues with formatting copying over, if you want to change it. And you can even add a math equation here, which I won't go into, but you can insert an equation. So lots of different options and lots of ability to customize your page to make it to your liking. So once I scroll down, I'm going to go ahead and save this page. And again, what you see is what you get. How I've set it up in my content area is what it will look like on my page. There's a lot that needs to be edited here to make it more visually interesting, but we won't go do all of that now. One other feature that I think is worth pointing out, because we have some accessibility issues in this on this page in terms of color and color contrast, we want to go to this accessibility checker, like clicking back into the page and editing it. And by doing so, we see that there are a number of accessibility issues. And as you can see, Canvas has told us that our color contrast or our color use is not accessible. So we're going to try to adjust that to make it, list should be formatted as lists to make it more accessible. We'll add a caption. We'll set a header. So now Canvas has resolved for us all the accessibility issues. So while it still may not look super, design friendly, at least it will be more accessible than what we initially had it. So I recommend you using that bar or that icon as well to go through the accessibility on your page. So that is the what you see is what you get bar, or the rich content editor in Canvas in a nutshell. Lots of capabilities, lots of things you can do to make your pages, assignments, and discussions visually interesting and to add lots of really cool content to it. I hope you found this helpful and thank you for your time.